44 again. But every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. A
Mm-hmm.
foreigner and an hired servant shall not eat thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 46. In one house shall it be eaten. It says, thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. Verse 47. All the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Verse 48. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah. This the verse right here. 48. Read this one.
48. It says, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. One law shall be to him that is homeborn, and another to the stranger that sojourns among you. Thus did all the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so did they.
Yeah.
And it came to pass the self same day that the Lord did bring the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt by their armies.
Perfect. See
But
how right
brother,
there?
in what you say, brother?
See how right there? This is before he even left.
Yeah, but brother, that's giving the ordinances or like the sorry, my wife's calling. But that's just giving the outline. Nowhere in Exodus 12 does any, because your main premise was how could these strangers be Israel if nobody's forgotten who they are, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But even in chapter 12, in those verses, there's no stranger coming to join the Passover right then.
It's the way
That's just
he's
giving the outline,
yeah, he's given the law right then. So when he's given this law, it's not that these
right?
strangers are non-Israelites. These strangers, I mean, it's not these strangers. These strangers have to be Israelites. That's why he's giving law. He's
These
saying
strangers
if
have,
yeah, they have to be non. They
you saying
can't
the
be
strangers have
Israelites.
to be, oh, okay.
How could
Because
they be
for a
Israelites?
second, I think. Well, what I'm saying, brother, is you saying in Exodus 12, no way they could be Israel. The strangers can no longer be Israel. There's
No,
so forgive me.
not in
In
Exodus
Exodus
12.
12, there's no way that strangers could be Israelite, right?
Yeah,
But the account doesn't even take place of the stranger joining the Passover in Exodus 12.
yeah. My point is that they could, right? So when Moses gives a law, Moses giving that law for right now. He's saying right now, today, a stranger could join, and this is how a stranger joins the nation by
Mhm.
by circumcising himself, come near, keep the Passover, and he shall be as one that is native born in the land. He's giving you instructions as to how.
Right.
So
I
if he's
understand
giving
your
you
pre.
instructions as to how, that would mean that it's
Mhm.
it's possible right now. Other than that, he would
Well,
say
yeah,
in the
I
future when
agree.
your brother falls away, he would give these kind of
Well, that's my position. I believe that because we know if your brother falls away, he then becomes a stranger.
you're eisegeting the text though. That's not what the text says. Moses, in certain cases, Moses in the law, Moses says this. Moses says if your brother, sells himself to a stranger and becomes a stranger, then this is the case.
Honestly.
So why didn't
Okay, I
Moses?
understand.
Yeah, why didn't Moses say that in this situation? Because it's not what he means. You're eisegeting the text. You're putting your doctrine upon the text when the text doesn't say it.
All right, brother. I just
That's
okay. Let
that's
me ask you this,
that's
because
literally
you
eisegesis. That's the
okay.
definition of
Well,
eisegesis.
respect. Let me ask you this, brother. Can you demonstrate anywhere where a
Caleb,
stranger, a natural, well, then we have our
Caleb was a Kenzite, brother.
okay. So you saying, well, so you can demonstrate where a natural born heathen.
Caleb was a
Caleb
Kenzite,
was a
according
Kenizite.
to the text.
He's an Edomite.
His father Juniper, it says Caleb, the son of Juniper, the Kenzite,
So you saying Caleb became an Israelite?
Yeah,
by faith.
a Judite,
Okay.
a
Well,
leader. He
I
became a
believe,
leader.
I believe. Okay. All right. So, all right. I get brother's understanding. Can I, if I may, can I get a scripture real quick?
But first, I mean, I don't want to say I get understand. We want to come to a conclusion on the text. So you would have to agree: is Caleb an Edomite?
Well, I believe that before before the Caleb, I believe that just so you get my understanding, my point.
Uh huh.
I believe that the stranger that could join the Passover is an Israelite.
Okay.
You guys believe that the stranger is of another nation.
You eisegete that text. That's okay. We agree that Caleb is a Kenzite?
The scriptures say, "If thou hast understanding, answer thy neighbor. If not, lay thy hand upon thy mouth." I'm still a student, So I'm not necessarily. I don't want to.
Hey, can you get Genesis 36? It tells you that Kenaz, what Kenaz actually
Yeah.
was.
Does the Bible say that Caleb is a Kenizzite?
Again, brother, that's above my. I'm still.
It does.
Let me read it to you, and so you can just.
I'm humble enough. If I don't know something, I
Hey,
don't.
no, brother, we love you, brother. We just want you to see the truth. You know, the truth is that who are my mother, who are my brother, those that do the will of the Father. Regardless of their heritage, if they're willing to do the will of the Father, I will never turn them away.
Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, so it's in Numbers
All right. Get that.
32 and 12. And then, like Micah said, we'll go to Genesis and we'll show you who is
You want to grab
Kenaz.
that? Okay.
And then after this,
Numbers
we
32.
just got to get a conclusion to the matter. I don't want to just be jumping around. I want to conclude something.
Yeah, I feel. It's Numbers 32 and 12.
Numbers 32 and 12, yeah.
It says, save Caleb the son of
Juniper.
Juniper, the Kenizite.
Right?
Then go to Genesis 36 and 42.
Okay.
And it lists the dukes of Edom. So Kenizite, if you go into the blue letter and look up, the word
It is a
Kenaz,
Sabbath. Oh man.
it goes back to I mean, if you look up the word Kenizite in the text there, it goes back to the word to the man Kenaz in the Bible. And this is who it's talking about. Go ahead, bro.
I'm just trying to get there. I was reading. You said Genesis 30. What? I'm sorry.
36 and 42.
36 and 42. All right.
Read 40 first, because it'll tell you. I want you to see that it's Esau.
Okay. Let me get to Genesis 36 and 40.
Yeah, start at
It
40.
reads, and these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau according to their families after their place by their names: Duke, Timnah Duke, Alva Duke, how would you enunciate that? Janeth, verse 41, Duke, Albuma, Duke, Allah, Duke, Penan, Duke, Kanaz, Duke,
Kenaz,
Okay.
so Kenaz, he was a duke of Edom.
Okay. Let's see.
He wasn't an Israelite, so his forefathers, he is a literal Edomite according to the text. He is a Kenizite. But you can also go to another scripture in Numbers, I think it's Numbers 13, if I'm not mistaken, where it says that Caleb, of the tribe of Judah, Caleb.
Right.
So that's where we see the precedent set, brother. We see it in the Old
Okay, well,
Testament.
quick point. This is a question more than anything. So you saying but there's accounts where there are Israelites, because the Ike is the descendant of, I can't think of it off top. Because even with the Numbers 32, right? If I'm not mistaken, I thought that was going into like Reuben and Gad. But that's above me right now. Okay, I see the brothers, point. But my whole thing is, I know the scriptures don't contradict. So let me ask you, brothers, this, right? And again, this is
My bad. I was on the phone for a second. I didn't hear what you said.
what? Because I thought, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to speak, to. I don't like to assume, but if I'm not mistaken, I thought Numbers 32 was going to the sons of Reuben and Gad, but I could be mistaken. But
Yeah, once you get to Reuben and Gad, right? Once you get to verse 12, it's speaking on a specific situation. What it's saying is, I'll read you some of the verse. We'll go to verse 11. It says, "Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not followed me wholly, save Caleb the son of Juniper the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord, and the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years."
So wouldn't that alone show that Caleb descends from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob?
No, it alone shows that Caleb is a Kenizzite, right? So do you see how they didn't say Joshua, the son of the Nunzite? right? It said
Well,
Joshua, son of Nun. The reason why it indicates that Joshua is the son of Juniper, and Juniper is a Kenizite. Juniper isn't an Israelite. That's the distinction that it's making. That he is of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, how? Faith. He keeps the laws. He found favor with God. But it specifically shows he's a Kenizite. Why doesn't it indicate Joshua's race? Why didn't, or Nun? Why doesn't it say Joshua the son of Nun the somethingite? Because
where's
it's
this?
in, yeah, so right there it talks about Caleb and Joshua. So it says Caleb the son of Juniper the Kenizite, and Joshua it just says the son of Nun. Do you see how it didn't put a indicator on
And
Nun?
if you look into if you actually go to the blue letter
I see the
and look
distinction
up
there.
the word Kenzite, it does not go back to Israelites. There's not a single thing in there that will tell you that the Kenzites refers to the Israelites. As a matter of fact, it tells you specifically it goes back to Kenaz. Nothing else.
Okay. I see brother's point. Okay.
So, like, if you were to say, "Oh, well, there are other Israelites that were, called whatever," no, brother, it doesn't change the fact that this brother, his father was a Kenzite. It didn't say an Israelite, from Kenzite's territory. No, it didn't say that.
Well, brothers understand you can't with the blue letter. Brothers do understand that.
We can't have we can't understand the definite. I mean, how would you define the Bible?
Well,
Go
brother,
back and read the other languages. You can't. You wouldn't be able to do it without the blue letter, brother.
What's your name?
Maccabi.
Maccabiah. What does that translate to?
The hammer of Yah.
Okay, brother. Maccabiah, if you may, like at a certain time, like I get the zeal, but it doesn't call for that.
My bad, brother. I'll let you go.
It's all love, brother. It's all love, sincerely. But okay, I get that. I see brother's point. But if I may, can I grab the scripture real quick and get brother's opinion on it?
Sure, definitely.
Because again, like initially, like my first point was, I don't think. Well, I too agree that the nation will be joined, but the discrepancy would be what that would look like.
Okay, let's go.
Right. This is Isaiah 2, and I'm gonna just read 1 through 5, if I may. It says, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established, and the top of the mountains. Real quick, who would brothers say the mountain of the Lord is?
The mountain of the Lord. What's the verse? Isaiah what?
I'm gonna start from the top. Isaiah chapter 2, and start from the top. It says the word of that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established. I'm asking brothers, who is that? Who are the mountain?
Jesus Christ. Or
Okay.
Yahweh Shah, whatever you prefer.
Say it again.